Welcome everyone. In this video we're staying on Old Buckingham Country Park in Norfolk for an absolutely amazing price, which you can get yourself if you keep your eyes peeled and find out what I did. And we're going to check out the campsite facilities, and then we're going to get out there and explore the local area. Yep, hope you can join the adventure. Let's start living the dream, people. You know what, I'm actually looking forward to the drive up there today because I feel like this van has healing properties, and I have a sneaky suspicion that when we get there, my face is going to magically have healed. Let's start living that dream. So yeah, first impressions, and it's alright. I mean, the grass is a little bit long and I've now got wet feet, and there's no marker for where I park because someone's either knocked mine over or stole it, and there's a couple missing here, so it's a bit awkward finding where I'm meant to be. But you know, for the price I'm paying, I certainly cannot complain, so all good. So the price I'm paying for this campsite for 2 nights is zero, not a penny. Now that's not because they're like, oh my god, you're Bongo Ben, you're a YouTube sensation and you're really handsome. Unfortunately no, that's not what's happened here. Basically they're doing a special offer for Halloween weekend. So 2 nights on the grass pitch, zero. That's Friday to Sunday. Brilliant. How can I not love that? Now normally this grass pitch would be £50. This campsite, they only let you stay 2 nights. You can't do single nights, which is why I've never stayed here before. A subscriber did request this, and I generally don't do places where you have to stay 2 nights. But if I'm staying 2 nights and it's free, that's a different story. So it'd be £50 normally, but zero today. Now you can upgrade to an electric pitch for £10 a night, and that is what an electric pitch is. It's an additional £10 a night, so it would have been £70 to stay on an electric pitch for 2 nights. But if you use the discount code that they gave you on this weekend, it would be £20. So I mean, that's great, really. It's great that they do that, and obviously that's what's brought me here. So yeah. You can't beat that for a price, can you, people? Come on, zero. Loving it. Now, I will admit, I normally think that £25 for a grass pitch or non-electric is a bit steep, but, you know, I'm quite happy with the price I'm paying today. You know I am. Yeah, this tight-fister has a smile on his face today. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's get out there and check out the facilities and see what they're like, eh? They certainly look like nice, clean, good facilities, to be fair. It does say they're cleaned every day, and in high season they're cleaned twice a day. And they've got heated floors. Now, I've walked in here and I'm boiling. It is boiling in here. We are in October, and today it is hotter than it's meant to be, or hotter than what we normally have. But it is really hot in here, like I'm uncomfortably warm, to be fair. Some would love it, but not me. But yeah, definitely good facilities. Got your cubicle here, nice and clean, and a separate curtain to your little dressing area. So yeah, these are pretty decent. I'm happy with these facilities. I'm also happy there weren't no kids in here when I walked in with the camera, because that would have been bad. Mind you, I do have to say these urinals don't look like they have been cleaned today, because there is quite a bit of dust on them. I don't think the camera picks it up, but there is dust on them. But all in all, yeah, I mean, these sinks do have like a bit of lime scale around them, but all in all, these aren't bad facilities at all, to be fair. And, you know, the price I'm paying, I certainly cannot complain. So there is some nice little tinned huts you can rent behind me there. There is also some wooden cabins over here, which I assume people can rent as well behind me there. So yeah, all good. And there is a little lake we're going to go check out in a minute, a couple of ponds. Couple more sinks and some lockers. Yeah, plenty of good bins, and they're clearly labelled, plenty of different recycle bins and general waste, so yeah, really happy with that. So there are 2 lakes and you can fish them, and the lady at reception told me there is a carp in this one, but mainly just like rudd and roach sort of thing. Yeah, but you can fish both the lakes for free, you don't have to pay anything. So yeah, that's pretty good, to be fair. And there is a nice cafe just over there where you can sit out overlooking the lake. There is a nice park behind me there for kids as well. Now there's a lot of kids here and there's a lot of kids on the park, so I ain't going to be able to go over there and film it. Yeah, not a bad little place to sit, to be fair. Nice little gazebo overlooking the lake. And I think the cafe has an off licence, so you can buy booze from there, I do believe. This area is definitely going to be popular later. So I am very glad to walk in here and find that there's not some campers in here and I haven't just walked into their pod. This is a nice little place to come and have a sit down, come and relax, check out the lake there. So yeah, there's some good stuff on this campsite, to be fair. I am enjoying it, I must say. Some nice animals here to keep you company. A goose, I think, over there. Bird of some description anyway. And some pigs and some goats. Brilliant. Yeah, pretty decent. Yep, Bongo Ben has made a new friend. Now, I assume he's friendly, but I ain't putting my hand in there to find out. So I would like this little sort of rustic toilet barn, but yeah, it hasn't really been cleaned. I mean, there's urine in the toilet there, and I'm pretty sure that might be a dirty diaper. But these aren't the main facilities, and clearly most people don't use these facilities. So, you know, I assume I'm allowed to go in there and have a look. Too late now, isn't it? There's a few of these over nearby the field that I'm on, for if you can't be bothered to walk to the main facilities, and I would assume the ones near the field where there actually are loads of people camping will be cleaned better than them. Yep, big old gazebo area. Now they do events and stuff like that. Yep, nice little flower garden. Right, well let's get out there then people and see what's around in the local area. Let's roll. So we're heading to New Buckingham and we're going to try and visit Buckingham Castle. Now, a lady said it's about a 30-minute walk and it looks like it's all down footpaths, so yeah, pretty good. Yep, Buckingham Castle, people. Looks like it's private property, but Bongo Ben has got the key. Yeah. Now that I'm an important person on YouTube, I get certain entitlements. Now, not really. If you go into the shop in the village and ask for the key, they will give you the key and you can come in here and have a little wander around, and then they ask for a donation when you return. So, pretty good. Yeah, not a bad little castle ruins. I mean, there's not a lot here to look at, admittedly, but you know, for free or for a £2 donation that I'm going to give, you know, you can't really complain. There was somebody else here, so I didn't have it all to myself, but you know, it is lovely and quiet, so yeah, if you're in the area, it's worth checking out. Yeah. So it is a Norman castle built by someone called William something or other. I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name right. And he was a follower of William the Conqueror. Yeah. So the circular keep is believed to have been the earliest in England. Yep. Yeah, and its stone walls are 11 feet thick. That's pretty damn thick, to be fair. The castle was eventually moved 2 miles away, so yeah, this is all that remains today. Worth visiting if you're in the area, but I wouldn't go out of my way to come here because it's just not big enough or good enough to go out of your way to see, you know. But if you're in the area, why not? Right, I'm going to head back to Old Buckingham now, drop the key off in the little shop, and then walk through the village to a Norfolk Wildlife Trust area, the other side, and I'm going to have a wander around there. Now, I'm not expecting much from that, to be fair, not much at all. I think there's like a mere, and that's it, open fields and a mere. But I might just go there and have a little wander around anyway. Something to do in it. We'll check it out, people. So it's an okay nature area to have a walk around, but to be honest, it ain't nothing special, do you know what I mean? It's just a standard sort of patch of land in Breckland, really. There is a main road over there, so it's not really that peaceful, but you know, all there really is this nice little mere to have a look at, and that's pretty much it, and the rest of it is just open Breckland. Well, I'm back now, people, and the campsite is not as busy as I thought it would be, to be fair. Yeah, I'm quite surprised by that. Now, it has gone 7, and there are still a few people turning up, so, you know, there might be a few more as yet. But, yeah, I thought it would be absolutely packed, and it's not. Now, I was going to go and have a pint by the cafe bit where the little bar is, but that closed at 6:30. I walked down there and it was then closing, so that didn't happen, but never mind. It is more of a cafe that sells beer, so it's not really a bar as such. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to cook up some tea now. I'm going to have some broccoli, some cauliflower, some Brussels sprouts and some pork belly, and I'm looking forward to it. Yep, nice and raw in the middle. It's not. Yeah, I do love this stuff. Well, that went down a treat, people, and I am absolutely stuffed. But I'm pretty sure I can fit a Guinness into me. Yeah, you know I can. So I would like to thank a subscriber, John, who has bought me quite a few beers. Yeah, I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. And you also sent me some money through a super thanks, a very generous super thanks, and I really appreciate that too, mate. Now, there have been people who send me money through super thanks who have a beer on me, and I do really appreciate that, I really do. But I don't give a shout out to the people who do the super thanks in the videos, because YouTube takes 45% of that money, and I think that is an insult to me and you. So I don't thank the people who do the super thanks in the videos. So I'm sorry to anyone who has bought me a beer through the super thanks. It's nothing personal. I just don't like the way YouTube takes a large percent of that money. So yeah, so apologies for that. But anyway, cheers everyone. I really appreciate you all watching the video, and yeah, keep living the dream, people. Now I'm gonna, as it's Halloween, I'm gonna put on Monster Quest. From what I remember, this was crap, but you know, to be honest, I'm absolutely shattered. I've been working really early mornings, so to be honest with you, I'm probably going to go to sleep pretty much after I've drunk that. Yeah.
They're seeking out their prey.
I'll see you in the morning, people. Ready for day 2. Morning everyone. Well, I didn't sleep too great last night. I woke up quite a bit in the night. No, that's not the campsite, that's just me. There were some owls making a racket, but you know, it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? So yeah, anyway, gonna crack on with the day and head out to Old Buckingham, check that out, and go to the 453rd Bombardment Group Museum and check that out as well. So yeah, it's going to be a dull, miserable day by the looks of the weather, but never mind, is what it is. It's very cold today, so but anyway, let's crack on with it, people. Let's get out there and live that dream. Let's roll then, people. So the walk to Old Buckingham wasn't the best walk. Some of it was on the roadside. It wasn't too bad and it was quite quick to get there, but you know, you wouldn't want to take kids there really, walking along the roadside like that. But I've left Old Buckingham now, heading to the Bombardment Museum, and it's all been nice footpaths. So it is a very small museum. There's not a lot here really, but it is free, so you know, you can't complain when it's free. Yeah, it's a bit of a walk to get here really, so you know, unless you actually have an interest in this sort of stuff, it's not really worth the trip, to be fair. But you know, if you're in the area and you're interested in this sort of stuff, then yeah, ain't too bad. That is it. I've literally just walked around it just then as I was talking. So there is just a donation box there, and I will actually be kind as the campsite has been free, I will donate £2. That's right, people. Bongo Ben is actually going to donate £2. So the 453 bombardment group were from Marchfield, California. So it was the B-24 Liberator that they flew. So there is a nice little restaurant just behind me there where you can sit out and watch the planes take off. Apparently this is the first place in the world to have an airplane charging point. And this is the 4th airfield in the world to be entirely powered by solar power. Yeah, pretty good. Well, I'm back now, people, and just in time because it's starting to rain. Well, it's time to cook up some tea, people, and we have the same vegetables as last night, and the only meat I could buy in old Buckingham shop was some sausages. It was sausages or bacon, so, but I'm sure it'll go down fine. I am starving, so yeah, it'll all be good in the end. Well, for what it is, just sausages and some vegetables, looks pretty good. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Well, it's Guinness o'clock, people. Yeah. Heaven in a pint glass. Gonna put Monster Quest on again. Watch a bit more of that, I think. Why not? Cheers, everyone. I'll see you in the morning. Morning, everyone. No, I didn't sleep too great, admittedly. I woke up a bit in the night, but that is quite normal for me, not the campsite's fault. I have enjoyed my stay here, and of course I have, for the price I'm paying. Now, my only complaint really is that the grass outside my pitch is long, and I've had wet feet all through this trip. But other than that, everything's been okay. Now, I am on a very big slope. It does say that some pitches are sloped. That's not really been much of a concern for me, to be fair. That hasn't bothered me at all. Now, when I checked out the facilities, they didn't look like they had been cleaned today, or the day that I checked them out. But, you know, I checked them out around 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know what time they cleaned those facilities. And the facilities weren't grimy and dirty. They're clearly cleaned regularly. But there was dust on the urinals, so they hadn't been cleaned that day. And as for the little toilet that I checked out with the dirty diaper, or might not have been a dirty diaper, but I weren't going to investigate, that field, nobody is in that field, so they're clearly not using that field. Though they should still probably clean that toilet or lock the door, you know. But nobody is using that field at the minute, so probably weren't expecting someone to go in there and check it out. But other than that, the facilities are pretty good here, really, you know, and you can't go wrong with a place that's got a bar overlooking the lake. Now, I did think about going in there last night, and there was just so many people there, I wouldn't have got a seat. And it was just, the music was really loud, and it was crap music as well. But for communal people, that's a great place to go and sit, that little bar by the lake there. So yeah, really lovely place. So there's a couple of toilet waste disposable points, and they're pretty good. So the nearest place for amenities will be Attleborough. Attleborough is 4.1 miles away, and there is a big supermarket in Attleborough. There'll be all takeaways, that sort of thing, and there's public transport there. You can get a bus to Norwich or Thetford, or you can get a train from Norwich to Cambridge. So yeah, all good for that. There are a few little shops in the villages nearby that I went into, and you can get something to eat to get you through the day, but you ain't going to do a full shop in them. So you have got Snetterton Circuit, which is 7.1 miles away if you want to go watch the racing, and Buckingham Zoo is 2.5 miles away. So They're things you can go and do whilst you're here. I have enjoyed it here. I would definitely return for the price I've paid. Yeah, of course I would. Can't be bad, eh? So obviously this campsite does do good deals, so it's worth keeping an eye out for when the deals are on. Now, I think they probably do these deals through their Facebook page, maybe. I don't know. I found out about it because a friend messaged me on Messenger. Cheers, Kevin, mate. And in the message, it looked like it was from their Facebook page, and it said, put in this code and you will get a free weekend. And I have done. So yeah, probably have to follow them on Facebook to keep an eye out for deals, but they do deals, so that is worth checking out. So yeah, obviously I'm happy with that. So I did expect that there would be some sort of catch to the free weekend, like I'd have to participate in some sort of activity or something, you know, but there hasn't been. And when I booked online, I didn't even have to give bank details or anything, so yeah, that's been fantastic. So, you know, you can't knock a campsite that does free stays. So yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye out for, people. I would recommend for a free stay, of course I would. Cheers. I'm going to pack up now anyway and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe and catch me on another adventure and keep living that dream.